Oh my gosh, she's back again. Hi. Hi. I came back for day 2, Delightful Advent lore day 2. So I got over myself after watching day 1. I feel like if I did possess the skills to like do those fun clippy edits that the YouTubers do, that that could have all been solved very, very well. But no, we're not. That's not how we're rolling. So here we come again with another day, another set of lore, but starting this one with a proper intro. Hi, my name is Melissa, and I work with my husband on our side hustle gone wild called Melly Knits, where we hand process wool for spinners. That's basically what we do. We get sheep, we wash the sheep. I'm literally a glorified cleaner. Like that's what my job is. And I created an Advent 12 days, 6 hand-processed fine wool breeds with 6 exotics and 6 handmade Canadian treasures. And we called it the Delightful Advent. And I'm here for day 2 to provide lore on this Advent. Lore being a little bit of experiential backstory on what it was like for us to process this Advent and, I don't know, what we know, a funny story, an antidote. That was terrible. Okay, and I don't edit them, so it just sticks. Come on down. So to start this day out, we're gonna start out with a little show and tell. This is day 1. Look at that. Look at how I've nestled it. So I, being obviously the author of this Advent, know exactly what I'm doing with my Advent, okay? And I don't want to like speak into that too much and possibly like influence what someone else might just come up with to do with their Advent. But my gosh, I made it with such a plan in mind. And it's not even the plan I'm doing. I'm going to be basically just knitting like a sampler because I want to be able to bring this with me to Knit City and Fibers West and be like, look, this is a pure and this one's a See, me not giving things away. And with running the risk of possibly doing the thing that I don't want to do, the influencing thing. I think that if I was a private citizen and I was just spinning this like just for me, like this was just going to be like not something that I wanted to use to sort of, tote my wares, I would combo apply my Advent. And when you open day 2, you will discover why that was the plan that was in my head when I was designing this. So, okay. But again, do as you will. Very, very much want to, sorry about that. Someone was calling me. Very much want to make that known. So here it is. There's my day 1. I'm gonna hold it really still. You can see I attached a little lock. And now we move on to day 2. You'll notice initially day 2 is in gold and not white paper. You'll notice half your Advent is in gold and not white paper. Could there be a pattern for the chick who's totally obsessed with systems and patterns and etc., who just really likes to have order? Yes, there is. So day 2, we're gonna meet our first exotic. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's day 2. That's what it looks like. You'll notice there isn't a lock with day 2. Oh, why is that, Melly? Because day 2 is just day 1's wool blended with 20% baby camel down. So what we have done is just that simple. This is the wool you spun on day 1, or maybe you didn't spin it, you're just following along. This is the wool that was spun on day 1 with 20% baby camel down. Slightly altering the color. See, we've come off just a bit taupey, and it's going to now experience. Okay, I haven't actually, you're seeing I'm holding this, so I haven't actually spun it myself. This is going to spin differently. And this is the part that I love. I can't help myself. I must have contrast to compare. I have to have like those elements. Like this is why I love speed dates. And this is why I like to take one fleece and chaos it and pure it and glow it and all the other things we do with the Melly Knits bats. Because I like seeing how that base wool changes and is altered by adding something to it. So if you can kind of guess where we're going with the foil and that you have 6 breeds over 12 days, this is where we're going, folks. So we're going to have an element of exploration and fiber play. And I hope you're as excited about it as I am, because this makes me feel really nerdy and really, really excited. So this day is nicknamed my Humps, because this is a camel, and because, I mean, that's a great song, and my lovely lady lumps. Check it out. All right, so we're gonna check this out. Opening it up, creamy dreaminess. Are you also understanding why I think it would be kind of fun to apply these together? Because color-wise, we're very close, so we're not gonna get like barber pole. Like, I know some people don't really love that. I think we're gonna get like a marl kind of look. Can you tell that I'm like a little bit sad that I don't have 2 advents so that I can have one for showing? You know, it's funny, I can do whatever I want, but I want to have this be a sampler because that's what I really, really want. Okay, I'm going in on day 2. And this time, my wheel's gonna work, right, Susie? She said right. She knows what's expected of her now. Also, never said that in the last video. I started to speak about that I was spinning on my Magic Craft. This is a Magic Craft Susie, and yes, I do love it because it's very, very lovable. I got this secondhand from my friend Maxwell Spin. You can look him up on Instagram. He's like knows everything about wheels because he tries them all. So him and I had like extended discussions about buying a spinning wheel, and then finally one night I just get this late night message like, you know what, you should just buy my Susie. And I was like, okay. That was the length of time it took me to make the decision. Yeah, sure, let's buy that. Let's get that Susie. And honestly, no regrets. He knows what he's talking about. Okay, so provided that, yeah. Here it is, Snow White moment, singing with the birds. That just took right off. Okay, immediate contrast and compare notes. Does it draft smoother? I mean, I can already see the fluffy halo. So here's what's fun about Baby Camel and why it goes well with the theme of like how kind of the Corriedale was the warm-up. This is like, when I work with alpaca and I work with llama, we call them camelids. Like that's the sort of like, oh, I'm gonna sound so dumb right now. That's like the Animal Kingdom family name or whatever. Quote me. And so camel is just that. Like it's like, I'm gonna say it's cousins with alpaca. And then someone's gonna get on here, they're gonna be like, actually they're from different genuses. I don't know, whatever. They feel similar to me. But this one's like baby camel down, which felt like a little more exotic than, I tried actually sourcing royal baby alpaca. Really wanted to find that. That's like the super, super top grade, like monstrously fine. And ended up going with baby camel down because I don't feel like we see it as often. I don't know where you're at in the world, but I don't have any camels nearby up here in the Pacific Northwest anyway. But it is still, I would still consider this to be like a nice easy spin, and it's not throwing me any curveballs, and processing it didn't throw me any curveballs. It just went right along with the theme of this whole fleece, and it was just super easy, ready to play, wanting to get along with everybody and be friends with everybody, and I really, really appreciated that. So I would say I'm not actually noticing a big difference drafting it. Maybe you spindle spinners are going to. The resulting yarn will absolutely definitely be smoother because 20% is not something that goes unnoticed. And there's absolutely a halo. So I can see it already, like, and when this thing blocks, when I soak this wool, this is gonna just puff right up. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly do a little ply back. I think I've talked enough and sufficiently about camel. This time my wheel worked, and this time I have enough twist in my yarn. A little extra just to be cautious, you know. There's only so much one can look stupid on the internet. And I seriously have reached my yearly limit, my daily limit. Early in. Okay. Ready? Oh, that looks bad. Hold on. How do I show this again? Am I doing the stupid hand? I feel like I need something dark. Oh! Why do I think the hand is stupid? That didn't help. I don't know how to show yarn. Someone get in the comments and tell me how I'm supposed to show this yarn. Or maybe I'm not supposed to show this yarn. Maybe I should just like let you all spin your own. Can you see? Again, if I hold it up against my hallway, hold on. Ow, how? Help me, YouTube, lords of YouTube. Okay, if I hold it up against, you can maybe see the halo, maybe not. Anyway, no Canadian treasures today because there's 6. Sense my patterning here, folks. The next time I will see you is for day 3, where we're moving on to something new. And I absolutely cannot wait. Absolutely cannot wait. So every day I'm going to say that I absolutely cannot wait because obviously I'm very invested and very excited in the fleeces that we washed and put together for this Advent. But that's it for me for now for day 2. Love you so much. Okay, bye.